everyone. Welcome back to Minecraft with TheFlash. Hope you enjoyed that intro. Music by Rain, really awesome YouTube musician. Lots of live looping goodness in Ableton Live. Check out his channel. The link will be in the description. I'm getting pretty hungry here, so I just made myself a furnace, and it is time for us to cook up our first batch of food. So I'll put the furnace down, pork chops in the top, one coal piece in the bottom, and we'll just eat the first one hot out of the oven right away and get our health back up. Hey, listen, we got a special guest commentator today.
Hello.
A little closer to the mic, Michael.
Hello, everybody.
Michael is with me. Michael loves playing Minecraft, and he just kicked the wires. All right, let's eat a little bit more here.
And we're back.
And we're full. Excellent. Okay, so we are safe in our home for the first night. It's a little claustrophobic in here, so one of the things I like to do is dig out a little space, make sure that we have some room around us in our first home. Obviously, we want to keep things nicely lit up. Now, just as a reminder, I am playing on hard, and I didn't make any torches until I got myself into this hole, so everything outside is dark, which means everything outside is dangerous. We have to be very careful here in our first night not to get attacked by multiple monsters, because I am not wearing any armor yet. In fact, that is one of my first goals for this episode, is to find some iron and make myself a little bit safer against the monsters of the night. Yep. So we have 49 torches. We have our sword and tools still nicely filled up. I'm going to make myself just one real quick chest to store some things in for later, like the saplings there. We'll store the extra wood. I'm going to keep the coal on me. We'll store that for later. Having a couple cobblestone and dirt blocks will be helpful. We don't need that until later. Probably don't need that till later either. Alright, just going with the necessities. Now, I did see in the ravine down here some iron. Before I go grab that, yeah, already, skeleton, zombie has not seen us yet, but it is dangerous out here, that is for sure. So just trying to safely light our way around a little. Ooh, and there's a witch. We don't want to mess with them without proper military attire, so to speak. So we made this little staircase down to find some coal. I think what we want to do is we want to get to the bottom of this ravine and dig the coal that's showing down there. So staircase time.
Dad, I think I saw another witch down in the ravine.
Really?
Yep.
Well, let's see how good your eyes are. Witch down in the ravine.
It might have been, I just don't know, it might have been my eyes, but maybe it walked away. I couldn't.
Well, we will definitely be careful as we head in that direction.
Something, at least. Maybe it was an Enderman.
We're going to keep the staircase nicely lit. Alright, we're down. Okay, time to light this place up. That way we won't get a lot of monsters spawning in the bottom of the ravine as we're exploring it. Give ourselves plenty of time to dig out all of this raw materials. For the moment, I would actually like to leave that lava there as well. I want to grab a bucket's worth later. Oh, this is good. A whole lot of iron there. Okay, I'm going to explore down to the end. We got our first monster coming our way. Looks like we're fairly safe otherwise. So just want to make sure we don't get hit by a sneak attack by someone. So I'm just cover up this lava for now, but we'll remember that this is a live lava stream, and we'll collect that later. Alright, now we're going underground a little bit. Lots more. Oh, there we go. This is going to be very fun to explore. Okay, more iron. Alright, so the bottom of the ravine's lit up well enough that I feel comfortable starting to dig out the materials. So I am going to take a few minutes. I am going to dig out as much of the coal and iron as I can find, and then we'll be back. Alright, I have almost cleaned out the visible parts of the ravine. There's definitely some more fun things to explore. At one point I was up fairly high getting some iron and I heard some spiders, so I dug my way up to the surface, got my first string from killing 2 spiders. I don't have enough for a bow yet, but if I wanted to make a fishing pole I could.
Which, I think you would want a...
A bow is tempting, but I don't have any arrows yet, so I'll have to decide what I want.
And,
But let's go back up and see what our haul has been. I tried to light things up pretty well down there. Notice it took me all day to dig out. It's now nighttime again. So before it gets fully dark, I'm just going to try to light up a little bit more. Whoa!
Spider.
We're going to try to avoid those guys. But just light up around the ravine a little bit here to keep things safer. They definitely saw me that time. And here is our home. Alright, nobody's shooting at us, but I'm not going to press my luck. So we'll cover ourselves up again, and we'll see what this ravine had to offer us. Okay. I found some string, spider eye, a couple of gunpowders from some creeper fights.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm sure that you'll be able to see plenty of those soon.
And
46 iron ore and 47 coal.
And the neat thing about spiders is in the daytime, they do not start killing you until you hit them. And so he could easily kill the spiders because they didn't come at him first. And then he could hit them, and they already had damage. That's the neat thing about spiders.
Alright, so what do we do with all of this iron? Well, there's definitely some important tools that we'll need. First of all, since we are playing on hard, and there is a cave down below that is unexplored, we're going to get ourselves some armor.
Oh,
and an iron sword. And an iron pickaxe for digging up some gold or some redstone or some diamonds, hopefully.
Maybe even, if you could use maybe some shears.
Now you're forgetting the important one, Michael.
Oh, right.
The iron bucket to have some water in. It's definitely one of the first things we do.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to show you how to use all of this. So first off,
sword.
Let's get our iron sword. And we will definitely get our iron pickaxe like that. We're not going to use that much in, well, we probably have enough iron coming that we could use it more. Iron bucket will be my next thing with 3. A bucket is made like this. We'll put some water in that. We might actually make a bucket to grab that lava that we found as well for some later uses. So we've got our iron sword. I'm going to use that right away. Iron pickaxe waiting to be used. Iron bucket. Kind of useful to have 2 iron buckets, but we're going to armor up first before we do anything else.
Yeah,
so I will wait for that iron to smelt, and I'll be back in a bit. Alright, I made a second furnace to make this go faster. We're almost done with the iron, and there are mobs all around us outside. You can hear the spider, at least one skeleton. So this is definitely time for us to armor up here. So let's get our iron and let's make ourselves some armor. Okay, the helmet. 5 iron pieces around the top. Our pants, iron leggings. Iron chest plate.
Most useful.
Probably the most important, yep. And we'll put on some iron boots. You can make armor out of other materials as well, but iron's pretty good. So we will put on boots, the iron chest piece, leggings, and helmet. And now you can see in the toolbar that my armor is very close to being full up. Alright, it's daytime. They are dying because of the sun. So let's see if we can pick up some of their loot. Can't quite. Where is that guy? Oh, there's one. Be nice to get some bone meal. An arrow. He's firing at me. Get over here. Ah, no bone meal.
And no bones.
Ooh, is this a cave entrance? No, just a small one. Alright, so daytime, and we have iron, and we have a bucket, and might be even nice to get ourselves a second bucket before we... ooh, there's a spider that we want. String is very useful. Ooh, there he is. Oh, man! That guy had a nice shot. Now you see how little health I lost. There's another skeleton around somewhere. I lost very little health because of the iron armor that I just acquired. So let's get that guy. He dropped at least an arrow, but no bones yet. Alright. So let's head up and make our bucket. And then we're going to start working on making the wheat farm a little more productive. Alright, let's see. Iron bucket number 2. Those can stack on top of each other. Bringing up some wood. And let's get working on the farm over here. So remember that we've already had a full day pass that I didn't show you. So the wheat's growing nicely. We've got one fully grown already, so I'm going to harvest that and replant the seed. But it'll grow a little bit faster if I put some torches around it. However, now that I have some iron buckets, I can make the wheat farm closer to the ravine, which would be kind of nice. So let's light this one up with just 3 torches like that. And let's pick out a spot where a larger wheat farm can be. And we'll grab some more seeds while we go here. These plains biomes have so much tall grass, you can start a wheat farm easily. 11. There's some more. Alright, so here's the ravine. Now where would be a good place for a farm? My current temporary home is here, but if I start expanding that, I don't want to have to move out too far. Perhaps we dig out a plot of land right here. I'm going to flatten this out a little bit and make my first wheat farm. Nothing fancy right now, but it'll start our food situation getting a little more sustainable than just killing the random pig here and there. Alright, so One of the things that you have to deal with farming is water. And the soil grows better when it is irrigated, and the soil blocks need to be within 4 blocks of a water source on the same level. So what I can do is, if I put a pool of water right there, I can make some farm go out in 4 blocks away. So you'll see that this soil will get really dark because of that water. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna and let's see, it also is 4 diagonally, so all of these blocks here will also get irrigated by that water block. So you can see already 2 of them are getting darker. And so I'm going to plant my wheat all along this area, and it's going to grow very well because of that water source. That's the reason why I made my first farm over there right next to the water that naturally was in this world. But now with some buckets, I can start placing placing farms wherever I want. Okay, so this is the last block going this way that will get irrigated from that water source. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 and place my other bucket of water like this, and that way we can extend our wheat farm quite a bit further. You can see that one's already irrigated, and we will continue a big long strip down in this direction. And the reason why I like to farm in long, thin strips is because it makes the harvesting and planting very fast, and I definitely will demonstrate that later. But right now we've got quite a bit of wheat starting to grow. We're gonna light up the area temporarily like this, but pretty soon I will put up some fencing and put some lights on top of that as well. So speaking of fencing, it's about time we replenished our wood supply. So now that we've got that planting there, I'm going to go grab my axe and cut down some more trees. And while I'm up here, definitely got to eat something. While I'm up here, I'm going to replenish my buckets as well. Alright, let's take out some of these trees. And as we dig these, I'm also going to hopefully get some apples and saplings. So we're going to stick around this little plot of land here and collect some of those. Let's see what time it is. Sun, it's in the afternoon, so we will definitely sign off when it's night again. But a couple of things that we have not found yet that are going to be useful. We have not explored very far, but it would be good to find some sheep, because we have not been able to make a bed where we can sleep the night away if we're working on a project and we want daytime and safety. A bed's going to be very useful. Beds also reset your spawn, which isn't quite as important to us because our ravine is exactly where our original spawn point was. So if we happen to die, like when that skeleton shot us off the ravine, if we had happened to die at that point, we would spawn right next to the ravine anyway, so it would have been fine. So it would be nice to find some sheep. It would be nice to find some cows, because without carrots, our pig supply is going to run out at some point. But with our farming, we do now have a renewable resource food, and that's going to make our life around these parts quite a bit more comfortable. While we're here, let's grab some sugar cane. We'll farm that as well. grab a little bit more food while we're at it. So when I cut down the trees, you can see that as the leaf blocks fade away, we start picking up some saplings. We'll be replanting some trees very soon. And so wood will not be a problem for us. So sheep and cows would be great to find. Let's see, Michael, what else are we hoping to do early on in a game like this?
Early on, right now, ooh, you got an apple.
Nice.
Early on, you will want, yeah, if you can get down low enough, maybe you could, with like the cave, and you could maybe find some other stuff, maybe like gold or redstone. That's well good later on in the game.
Yeah, definitely getting down low levels and finding some valuable resources will be good. I definitely want to get a enchanting table set up going as soon as I possibly can. So we'll need some diamonds, we'll need some obsidian.
Obsidian, but you can get obsidian, yep.
What else should we plan on doing?
We could explore that savannah.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to have to move around a bit because there are some things that we haven't found that we'd like to. But just before it's dark here, I'm going to just peek over the horizon in this direction. More pigs and some ocean and some islands. So nothing much in that direction.
But yeah, definitely the other direction. It's savannah over there.
More water over there. Boy, I wonder if, yeah, the savannah direction is definitely something we'll have to explore. All right. As I'm walking back, continue to light the area up. Progressively, we'll drive the dangerous mobs away from our sort of home base area. But it's been a good day's work, and this will be the end of the episode. So I hope you guys are enjoying the beginning of this new world. This ravine has certainly been a great source of iron for us, and this is time for us to say goodnight. So we are signing off. Have a good one.